Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is May 16, 2022. Hope you're all doing well. Let's do a quick market prep and see what stocks we can buy and what stock we can sell. So with that, let's get started. Look, we got AMD here, one of my favorite company under the leadership of Lisa Su. Company has been reinventing itself, one of the great stocks to buy at this time. So with that, let's jump in here. We'll start with a quick market update and look at most active ETFs. It will give me a good idea where the market is trending. And then we'll look at most active stocks and look at the winners, losers, and 52-week high as well as 52-week low, and look at the high valuation stocks. The stocks I've highlighted in red here, the winners, the 52-week high, and the high valuation stocks are some of the great stocks I'm buying put options and really doing on the shorter side, so you can get some good benefit by going after beaten down stocks and also selling put options on high valuation names. We'll look at some of those ideas. In this market you have to play both sides, so I think we can look at some great ideas there. Finally, we'll conclude with few stocks we can take a look at to either buy or to sell put options. So with that, let's jump in. Alright, so from a market update perspective, look, we got Carvana here. It was a market darling while ago. Now it went into a meme stock. So we got to be careful about stocks like Carvana and trade them accordingly. And then we got Take-Two Interactive. This forecast undershoot here, but stock is doing fine. This could be a good one here that tells you this stock can take it, and maybe couple of months or so it can rebound nicely. And then you got Affirm here. Affirm went up after the earnings, the 34% up. So at these levels I'm willing to slightly buy some put option and do the fade trade here. So this can typically go down after going up so much so quickly. And then we got our friend Warren Buffett. He buys a lot of stocks, as you can see here, Chevron, Apple, and also a couple of others like Citigroup, HP, and so on and so forth. So we can see if any of these stocks are worth buying up here. Typically, I don't like to follow Buffett very strictly, but we should look at the ones we can buy. And look, from a Dow Jones Industrial perspective, from the market perspective, nothing much today, just up 26 points here. Look, we had a nice rally, but finally, look, it went down toward the end here. And look, Nasdaq came down big time here, down 142, as you can see here. Tech stocks are taking a beating here, and same story with S&P 500 taking a beating here. So market is very tough here. We still have the geopolitical tension, and we have inflation worries, supply chain issues, and high inflation, and even Fed trying to raise the rates. So a lot of things going on here. That's why market does not know where to go here. All right, now let's look at the futures here. From a futures market perspective, it's looks like we might have a little bit up day here, but we cannot depend on the futures this early in the game. This can change in a heartbeat. But look, market has been trending down. So as the market trends down, we got to play the trend down type trading here. So you cannot always do a long trade. We should also do some short trade and some put options, especially on those high valuation names, and make some money that way. All right, let's now jump in and look at top ETFs. From a most active ETF perspective, look, today we have 1 day here. In a 1 day time frame, almost a lot of these ETFs are red, with the exception of energy. Energy went higher, look, nice upswing here. And then we got here a few more areas. TLT, which is treasury, healthcare went higher. So that's what happens. All these safe haven names are going higher, and all the risky names are going down. That's what's going on here. That's the name of the game. And look, from a market perspective, we got S&P 500 down in the correction territory, down 16%, and QQQ down 27%. Even financials down big time, as you can see here. And one of my favorite thing is to watch the IV percentile and put call ratio. Look, even these big ETFs like SPY, QQQ, you have some nice premium here by selling put options way below here. I love to do that all day long in this market and make some money, as the market is really having high volatile moments here. Could make some great money here. All right, now let's jump in here and look at most active stocks. From a most active stock perspective, look, AMD, Lisa Su, top leader. This is the most active stock today. Look, nice volume here, and look, stock is really trying to decide where to go. If you're a long person, long-term investor, I would buy some AMD here. They will do great. They're owning the data center and they're doing great here. I would buy some AMD here. Look at the overall score here. Great 96 score here. The great one to buy up here. And we got a few more names. Even Apple up here. It's a good one to buy here. Look, Apple also came down slightly here. It's a good one to buy here. And we got a few more here. We got Chinese stock Neo here after going down big time. It's showing some strength here. You could follow this one also. This can go higher as we go forward. It's a bounce play here. Look, RSI very low here, just 40. Tells the stock is sold off here. And we got a few more. Look, we got Roblox here. Roblox at this time they had a nice bounce, 30% bounce here. So I'm willing to go short on this one, meaning buy some put option here. Given it had a nice bump here, 30% bump. So I'm planning to buy some put option here and just put some money there, and you can have a nice bounce as it falls further down. As you can see here, we got a few more here. Look at the stocks that have gone up so much here. VERU. So VERU has gone up so much. They have asked the FDA to look at one of their drug, which is COVID drug for expedited test for expedited FDA approval here. So at this time, look, stock has been so much higher here. I'm willing to take some short side here and buy some put option here. It may not work out, but it's a good one to buy some put option. Especially stock has gone up so much here. And look, from a IV percentile perspective, it's not too high here, 49. You could buy some put option. You don't need to pay too much money here. And we got a few more as you can scan through here. Keep a watch on this RSI here. If RSI is high, you could take a shot and buy some put option. Look, we got Petro here. It's a $14 stock. I would not buy put option here. It's too low for that. So all right, so this is the most active name here. If you want to buy for the long term, keep a watch on the overall score here. Go after the better ones here with nice overall score. Like AMD is a good one for long term play here. Apple is also a good one here, 74 overall score. And then you got Twitter. Twitter has got all this Elon Musk related drama going on here, but right now stock is down big time here. I'm willing to take the other side and buy some Twitter at these levels here. They would bounce back from these levels here. And then we got a few more as you can see here with nice overall score. We got a few more here. Look, we got 81 here. Microsoft is a great one here. If you're a long-term investor, buy some Microsoft here. It's beaten down big time here. All right, at the same time, also look at the stocks with a high valuation. Look, we got one right here, RIVN. So you could buy some put option on stocks like RIVN here, down big time here. It can go further down. Look at that valuation, sky high valuation as you can see here. All right, so those are some ideas for you. And even I also like Facebook here. Look, stock is going higher. It's a good one to buy. Finally, it's 119 here. You could buy some Facebook or Meta at these levels here. All right, list continues. It's again most active stocks by volume, and also keep watch on this overall score here. I like the higher the better here. And some stocks, you can also watch here how much they're off from 52-week high. Stocks like ExxonMobil, they're almost at 52-week high here. On the other hand, I like stocks like Snapchat here. It's a good one here. It's trying to bounce back. As you can see here, you could buy some Snapchat at these levels here. As usual, keep a watch on overall score, higher the better. And you could go after, look, we got Cisco Infosystems here. Stock is coming up with earnings in a week or so here. It's a good one. You could buy some Cisco before the earnings, and you could buy some after it falls down again. And we got a few more names here. Keep a watch on overall score. We got one Alibaba here with the great score here. Alibaba has overall score of 62, and Pfizer has got a great score here, 99. You could take advantage. Pfizer is slightly high for me right now. RSI is 53. I would wait for it to cool off a little bit and then buy some Pfizer. On the other hand, Coinbase is a good one here. You could buy some Coinbase here. Look, it's down big time here. You could, it's a very low price at this time, $61. And look, price to sales ratio is also very low here. You could play the long game on the Coinbase here. And the list goes on, as you can see here. And we got Warner Brothers. I think it's got a nice overall score of 85, and stock is sold off here. You could take a look at that one also. As usual, keep a watch on the buyback yield here. If a company is diluting the share count, like you have two here, you got Peloton and Wells Fargo. Looks like they're diluting the share count big time here. No, actually it's Peloton and Norwegian Cruise Lines diluting the share count big time here. You got to be careful, watch those scenarios here. All right, and also keep watch on the overall interest rate companies paying. For example, Norwegian Cruise Line, they're paying high interest rate on their debt here. That's not a good sign. All right, now let's look at winning stocks. Look, this is the list of winning stocks here. Look at the performance in 1 day, 5 day, 10 day. These stocks have got great performance here, and many of these names I'll be playing the game of fading the winning stocks here. I may not do for stocks like GFF here. Looks like they're trying to sell themselves. That's why stock went up here. But I will be looking at some of these stocks here and sell some put options. Given they've gone up so much, you could play the fading game here, and as they come down, you can make some money that way. And if you're up to it, you can also short these names. I don't recommend shorting. Instead, you could buy some put options, or even you can buy the put back spread here. That's also a good one to take advantage of this this high stock going up so quickly, so fast. You can take the advantage and buy some put options to fade this quick performance here. All right, so also keep a look at the overall score here. Many of these have got low score here. One or two have got high score, like Urban One here. This has got a high score here. If a company has got a high score, I would not play the fading game here and buy put option. But the low score ones and even the high valuation ones, I would play the game here and do the shorting or buying put option here. All right, now let's jump in here and look at more winning stocks. Look at the performance here. These stocks have done great. Especially I like to fade the ones which have gone up so much so quickly here. Look, these stocks have gone up so much so quickly. You could play the fading game here and make some money there. And even CRWD Genetics CGen here, look, it's gone up so quickly here. I'll wait for a day or two, let it settle down, and then I'll fade it by selling some put option and make some benefit or profit as stock comes down here. All right, that's winning stocks here. Now let's look at the losing stocks. This is where I look at some of my long trading ideas and invest for the long haul, especially the good stocks. Look, we got the list here. As usual, look at the overall score here. Look, no great stock here. Maybe the exception of Pagasuro here, which is a the Brazil-based fintech play here. That's got a high score here, 84. You could try to see if we can do some long game here on Pegasaurus. And look, it's got overall IV percentile is just 41 here. So you could still buy this company here. Keep a watch on the price to sales ratio also here. We got few names with high price to sales ratio. like Nikola here. Nikola is a $5 stock. You could you could really buy some put option here, or do some of shorting type game here, given it's a very high price to sales ratio. And same scenario in Coinbase, even though it's a long stock, you could even do long short here. Look, Coinbase right now, the overall PS ratio is low, so that's why it's not a good candidate for shorting. You could buy a long game on this one here. And you got Snowflake here. I like stocks like Snowflake. I wait for this to bounce back a little bit, then I play buy some put option and fade it and make some money that way also. And we got a few more here. We got FRGE here. Look, high PE ratio here and high PS ratio, and same story with the Cloudflare or Net here. That's why these stocks are coming down big time here. All these high valuation names, you could easily play the game of buying some put option. Also keep a watch on the IV percentile here. These are high IV percentile. That's why you might even want to do a put ratio back spread here, so that way you don't pay the steep money and take advantage of high volatility and buy some put back ratio spread. All right, now let's look at losing stocks continued here. Look, all these are losing stocks. Keep a watch on the overall score here. I like the losers with the nice overall score here. We got few companies with the nice overall score here. Look, we got one right here, Twitter. I would probably, buy Twitter on the long side here. Elon Musk or not, this can bounce back from these levels here. And then we got, a couple more with nice score here. Look, we got one more here. Winnebago completely got obliterated here. Nice overall score, which is 80 here. I would take the long side here, buy some Winnebago slowly, and they should bounce back nicely. And we got, I think, one more right here. Look, Thor, same category, recreation vehicles. These are really boom bust type stocks here. When they're down big time here, you could afford to buy them slowly as they bounce back. Give it a day or two, and when they bounce back, you can buy these type of names here. All right, now let's look at few more names here. Now we are looking at 52-week high. I typically look at this list. This is actually 52-week high. Let's keep going. 52-week high right here. I look at this list here. Look, the way they're performing in 1 day, 5 day here. This is one of my list for bounce, for the fade, or buy some put option type play here. Especially I look at the RSI. Look at this RSI, juicy RSI. These are all overbought stocks here. I would take a look at this list here and look at the price to sales ratio. Look, from a price to sales ratio perspective, these are not high price to sales ratio here. Then you look at the PE ratio here. There are some high PE ratio stocks here. Look, we got a CVE here. Look at the price to sales ratio, 100 plus here. And we got a few more with the high PE ratio here. I would look at some of these stocks and buy some put options slowly and take advantage of this high price and go from there. Look at the appreciation here. This appreciation cannot last for long here, especially like 20% plus appreciation, even 30% plus appreciation. You can easily sell some put option or buy some put option here and go from there. You should also look at IV percentile. Look, pretty low IV percentile. Then you look at the company a little bit, make sure it's not a takeover candidate, and then buy some put option here. Also look at the buyback yield here. If a company diluting their share count, like the one right here, GOGL here, that tells you company is polluting or diluting the share count here. You could take advantage and really buy some put option and take the other side of the trade here. All right. Now let's look at continuation here. Look, this one right here, VTNR. This has been going higher since a while here. I would be looking at these names here as they kind of lose the steam. You could buy some put option on the names like this here. Typically when the stocks goes higher, look, put option, IV percentile is low here, so you could buy some put option here and then watch the stocks coming down and make some money and sell those put options that you bought earlier. Also, as usual, look at the PS ratio and PE ratio here. Some of these companies have got high PE ratio, like this one right here. I would be looking at those high PE ratio candidates and buy some put options there and take advantage. Look, we got one more here with high PE ratio, which is Switch. Switch is almost at 52-week high. I would be playing the same game here. All right, now let's look at a few more here and go from there. Now with the 52-week low list here, I love this list also. I like to see the ones which have got high overall score and 52-week low. This is where you basically buy low, sell high type. We talked about Winnebago, and we talked about what is this one right here. That's must be Wipro here, Indian stock, which typically has nice overall score. Look, Wipro is a good one. You could buy some Wipro here. You will do very well. And we got one more right here. It's let's see which one is that. That's BBY, Best Buy, has got an overall score. You could take advantage and buy some of those names here. You will do well long term. All right, now 52-week low again. List continues. Keep a watch on the overall score here. Look at the ones with high overall score. We got one here, Intel. Intel is a good long candidate here. You could buy this company. They will bounce back in the long run. And we got a few more here. Look, we got Equinix, I think. Let's see. Yeah, Equinix is a great data center play here. Stock has been coming down big time. You could buy something for the long haul here. And we got Williams Sonoma here, also nice overall score. You could buy this one also for the long, long position here, long-term investing. And we got one more here, Stag. Stag has got a high overall score. You could look at this one also, for a long-term play. Only problem I have with Stag is it's diluting the share count. I'll probably avoid this one here. All right. And if you see some stocks with the high P ratio here, like DEI and so on and so forth, you could sell them put option here and watch the stock come down, and you could make some money that way. Look, we got Airbnb. Look at the IV percentile P ratio here, very high. You could fade this stock also as it comes down. You can make some money here, along with the one right here, VNO. Very high P ratio. You could buy some put option here and make some money that way also. All right, now let's look at high valuation. This is my favorite list. I look at these high valuation stocks and buy some put option all day long here and make some money as these stocks get as these stocks come down big time here. Look, we got top few stocks here with the very high price to sales ratio or very high valuation. Look at many of these. They are not too solvent here. I would probably avoid stocks which are a little more solvent, like the one here. I would not buy put option on this one right here, equity here, which has got very good solvency ratio here. But otherwise, I would do even equity for that matter. Look, they're paying high interest rate here. That's you could basically sell some put option on that one also. And look, with the high valuation and the stocks going up big time here, like the one right here, we got the one AUPH here. Such stocks you could just take advantage and sell some put option. Look, we got one more here, VERU. VERU, you can it will settle down in a day or two. You could buy some put option here and make some money there also. All right, now we got high valuation continuation here. Look at the valuation here, price to sales ratio, all very high here. You could take advantage. Some of these stocks have gone up so much so quickly here, like CGen here. You could fade this and buy some put option here. IV percentile is 100. It's very high. When the IV percentile is high like this, do ratio put ratio back spread here. That way you don't feel the pinch of this high IV percentile. And we got a few more here with the look, all with high P ratio here. You could take advantage, especially the high price stocks like Tesla, ISRG, so on and so forth. You could comfortably do some put option trading here and buy some put option or the put back ratio spread, and you could make some good money as the stock comes down. All right, so let's jump in here and do a quick conclusion. From a conclusion perspective, look, stock market is in extreme fear zone. Avoid the stocks with a high valuation. better than avoiding. You can buy some put option here and make some money. And from a long perspective here, for the long-term investing, you could look at stocks like AMD, Bank of America, Oracle, Intel, JP Morgan, Bank of America. And you could also look at, Boeing here. You could also look at stocks like Thor and Winnebago. They're also down big time. And also Wipro. And when you look at stocks that have got high valuation and stock that has gone up so much so quickly, like Roblox, VERU, HRB, and so on and so forth, you could really buy put or buy put spread. If the IV percentile is very high, do the put spread or even back ratio spread. But if the IV percentile is low, you could buy some put option, make some money. As the stock market drops or as this high octane stock drops, you can make some good money. That way you have some satisfaction that you made money during the down market. That's one of the good feeling that you can have. All right, so with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.